Hit thatline.com to start your campaign today.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 57 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
Not one, but 2 quarter-pound beef patties. 3 slices of melted cheese. 8 strips of crispy bacon. They say the world is getting smaller, but what's really happened is that the burger has gotten bigger. Introducing the Monster Burger, only from Hardee's. They think of next. Breakfast, as in the Monster Omelet Biscuit with plenty of ham, bacon, and cheeses.
Do I smell biscuits baking?
Would you like to see them?
You bake these up fresh every morning?
Fresh every morning.
Homemade biscuits. Sure does beat what I've been having.
What would you like? Country ham, sausage, chopped beef steak?
Give me a steak now and wrap me up with sausage.
Okay, 2 hot breakfast biscuits, 2, some coffee, anything else?
One thing. Marry me?
Hardee's, best eating in town, up and down all around.
Live from the Bud Light Studios, produced by Colton Little
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
This is the Morning Rush.
Well, we're at the mobile Bud Light Studios this morning here at Hardee's, 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. 2+ decades of football trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
We did Vegas last year. We're doing Vegas again. Chiefs and Raiders. It's nice that the Raiders are not playing on the baseball field anymore. They're playing in Allegiant Stadium nowadays.
I remember the very first one, and we celebrated the 20th year, like I said last year. The very first one was a trip to Los Angeles when the Razorbacks played USC out at the Coliseum, and then Oklahoma played UCLA in the same day. So we sent you to both games. And a gentleman from Lamar, Arkansas won the contest. It was our very first one, and we knew we had a hit then. And it's been a lot of fun for this will be our 21st one.
Watched us get shelled 17-14
Yeah.
initial, and the game was a little more competitive.
But imagine getting to go and see 2 teams kind of from your area,
Yeah.
and one that you live and die for, both in L.A., the Coliseum and the Rose Bowl in the same day.
Yeah.
How awesome.
Pretty cool setup. Now it's the not Delta. What is it? Colton, is it the United Airlines?
United Airlines Field at the
United
Coliseum.
Airlines Field at the Coliseum, which is second only to Community America Field in Fayetteville. Soon to be, I guess.
Second?
In
So-
cost.
you mean? Oh, okay. I got you.
In terms of payment, I should have
Okay,
added
I
that.
got you.
I should have added that on this
Gotcha.
morning.
So, yeah, interesting to see, kind of what's going on with there. So, hey, come by. We are cranking up the football trip of a lifetime. Hardee's, Phoenix Avenue, Fort Smith, but any Fort Smith area or Sallisaw, Oklahoma, Hardee's location, $1.49 sausage biscuits. So you talk about a deal for breakfast. That's still going on. They have been busy here throughout the morning. I'd like to think we had a little bit to do with that. I don't know. But I can tell you this, the drive-thru's been backed up, and the dining room's been mostly full since we've arrived an hour or more ago.
And it's covered in Vegas, different items and apparel, getting you locked in for the contest that's about a month and a half, more like month and 2 weeks away, which will take place on August the 22nd. We do the high schools, then we do the football trip of a lifetime contest. So we're excited about that. $1.49 sausage biscuits again till 11 a.m. Those old Hardee's commercials. Good job. Would you pluck those from the 80s and 90s, Colton?
70s from the for the sausage biscuits, and the Monster Burger was from 1999.
How about that?
I figured you got them from YouTube, but I guess I was wrong. So.
Yeah, of course.
from YouTube.
That was the smart aleck answer we were expecting. I know I got it from YouTube, Ty. So.
All right, give you a setup of the show this morning. Arkansas Sports Hall of Honor, loaded class this year. We're going to talk about that a little bit in our opening drive. MLB draft this weekend. You're going to see Ryder Helfer come off the board first, I would suspect. But who's second? Is it Hunter Dietz, Camden Kojal? Some of the other guys that are going to get drafted. Cal's hanging out with his guys in Vegas for Summer League. College football and fantasy. I know Tommy's not a fantasy guy. Colton, are you going to participate?
Yeah, I'll probably join a couple leagues with my buddies, maybe, but yeah, I'll be invested, I'm sure.
Phil Steele's going to join us also at 10 a.m. as well. The magazine out, and this is about the time of year that we have him on. So excited about that. But I mentioned the Hall of Honor class. Called my computer's frozen. So you might have to click it. We've got several people that you know, and let's get into that this morning.
Got pressure coming. Gets hit as he throws it. Touchdown!
They don't hand it off. Instead, they flip it to the big tight end. Touchdown to Jason Peters. That play is impossible to stop. But there's Brewer out of the passing lane to make the defensive play. And he's going to have a chance to ice this one.
Brett Eibner has hit a home run, and the ball game is tied. The Razorbacks down to their final out, and Eibner, for all his troubles this season, has just saved things.
This is the opening drive.
A lot of memorable highlights in that package that Colton get put together. Ronnie Brewer, Tony Bua, Brett Eibner, Jason Peters, the late Dave England. Now, I didn't know who Bud Still was, but you do.
I remember that name from the 90s. Tremendous golfer at the University of Arkansas. So, that's the thing about the Hall of Honor. It encompasses more than football and basketball and baseball. But Bud Still's a name I remember from the mid-90s. So good to see him in there. He went on to have somewhat of a professional career and would know him from there. But I remember following him when I was coming out of high school and watching him play. So all-star class. I mean, the Brewer name with Razorback basketball is like royalty. Mm-hmm. So good to see. I think both of them, father and son, are going to both be in that Hall of Honor now.
And I think about Ronnie playing at FHS, being one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Purple Dogs, I should say, in the history of that program, and then coming to Arkansas, which was really cool. I know for us, when Matt was inducted, it was cool, along with Dave Van Horn and a few other guys and gals. This is like when I thought about like when we've done these the last couple of years and they made the announcement, at least for my time, because again, a lot of these guys played when I just started watching Razorback sports, and I know there's a lot of older greats that have come and gone, and I've read about them and watched highlights and stuff, but this is as good as my type of class that I get in terms of the guys that I've consumed and watched in football, basketball, baseball over the years.
But, some of these guys, I mean, Ronnie Brewer, it's been a few days since he's played. You know what that means? It means you're getting older.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's exactly what it means. But I hear you. I mean, it's good to what you're saying is some contemporary names that you can relate to.
The only bummer about this, and we always talk about with Coach Richardson, the statue and his name being on the court and stuff, is like for Dave England to be obviously passed. And when you do type of things, and especially when guys and gals get older, you want to. And not like his family and friends are so happy that he's obviously going to be honored and inducted, but it's just kind of a bummer that he didn't get to experience firsthand. And I've told you my interaction with Dave. I was at an Arkansas basketball camp. I had an ingrown toenail, and he was just like, "Well, son, you got to get over it. Your dad paid a lot of money for this camp."
Yeah,
and that kind of stayed with me to this day. And I know he's the impact he had on Razorback basketball and other sports on that campus over the years is there's been countless. I know Matt's talked about him and other guys that we've had on the air as well. So that's one of like the only bummer I guess about this announcement.
Yeah, you hate that, but good to see another class, and they always usually have a golf tournament the day in advance of the football game. They're bringing them into the Hall of Honor, big banquet on that Friday night. So
before the Tulsa game, by the way,
they do it up right. They make sure that these guys and their families are treated well as you go into these kind of deals.
Can you cop us the golf invite for that?
What?
Can you cop us an invite for the golf?
What does cop mean? I'm going to call the police or what?
No, it means.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means grab
Speak
it.
English.
You're not that old.
Speak English.
You're not that old. Get us an invite to the golf tournament. Can you make that happen?
I think it's you just put your credit card in, Ty, and they'll invite you.
Well,
that's how that works.
Okay, I'll put in the company one.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go that route.
Yeah.
Jason Peters, maybe the greatest NFL Arkansan as of late. You think about 21 years in the National Football League, 7-time Pro Bowler. He was doing it for the Eagles at like 38, 39 years old.
You know, with the NBA money getting crazy, this probably isn't true anymore, and it won't be true long. He probably made more money in the NFL than any other Razorback, and I would say more money in pro sports than maybe any Razorback in any sport. But that will probably change with the NBA contracts, as nuts as those have gotten, and the length of your career and how much it can be. But I bet Jason Peters made more money in the course of a career than probably any Razorback that came before him, and probably since.
And
because just the length of it.
I don't know offhand. I don't know why it's stuck in my head that I think Joe Ferguson had the longest Razorback career in the NFL, but he would have to be up there if not at the top.
That's probably accurate because I think it was 18 seasons. A lot of them with the
For
Bills.
Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's got 21, so I guess he beat him.
18, but Joe didn't play in an era where, you made millions and millions of dollars a year, and Joe was a backup. Jason was primarily backup, a lot of with the Bills. Jason Peters was an all-pro player, and he got paid like one.
Yeah.
So very, I promise you, his family's set for generations to come.
No question about that.
So, all right, we're going to do our Fence Man Friday picks. That's our opening drive this morning. We're live at Hardee's on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. Come by and see us here for $1.49 sausage biscuits. We're brought to you by the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. You can stop in there and get a customized lure with your name on it. They've got a lot of selection. You design the colors, you design the look, the kind of lure you want for the kind of fishing you do. And with the Pradco store, you can put any message on there you want. So if you want your name on there, if you want to put the Fence Man on there, put company and hand them out to clients or give them to your employees. They make great gifts for any occasion as well. It's the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. Check it out at Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith.
All right, usually Brandon comes in the Bud Light studios with us, but he has made his way to Hardee's this morning. What kind of biscuit are you going to get?
Hang on here. What mic we got him on?
Try that again.
Got me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick with the OG sausage biscuit,
You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
All right, you guys ready to pick some games?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Fenceman Friday Picks. Call the Fenceman for all kinds of fences, controlled access, and custom iron projects. 479-782-3936. The Fenceman. We ain't afraid of no work.
We're going to pick some games. We're also going to talk a little bit about this MLB draft, which we'll start with first. Ryder is listed right outside the top 10 prospects for the draft on MLB.com. He's at number 11. Guys, this is one of the best catchers in all of college baseball. He's going to be the first pick for the Hogs. Does he go inside the top 10?
Well, good catchers are hard to find, and ones that aren't beat up and their ankles or knees and stuff are still in decent shape. I don't know if he'll go in the top 10. I'll say outside the top 10, but I'm with you. He'll be the first Hog drafted.
Yeah, I think it'd still be first Hog drafted. We'll go like number 12.
Okay.
Yeah. You need a number on that?
Do I need
Did I give you one?
You can if you want.
13th.
Okay. 13th. Unlucky number 13.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he sneaks into the top 10. There's like Daniel Jackson just won the Golden Spikes for Georgia. There's a few other guys out there that I was looking at that maybe either right around where Ryder is or maybe regarded a little bit more. But defensively, he was the best catcher in all of baseball. And I know Dave was a little disappointed he didn't win the Golden Glove. So I'm going to say he sneaks in the top 10. All right, so the second pick off the board for the Razorbacks. I've seen differing opinions on this. Hunter Dietz or Camden Kojal? I don't really see anyone else that beats
There's
one
a
of
lot
them
of
two
infielders out there, but pitchers are hard. I'm going to go Dietz.
Yeah, Dietz to me was the guy that we're going to see second behind Ryder. He's regarded as a first-round pick. He had himself, again, he led the SEC in strikeouts. I think we were like, all right, who's going to be the alpha dog this season? And it ended up being Hunter. So I'm going to say he's the second one off the board tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dietz will go.
Yeah.
All right, couple World Cup games.
They value pitching.
Yeah.
Couple World Cup games to pick. Norway against England to start. Both these games we're selecting are tomorrow. We have Norway or England, guys. England's the favorite in this one, but Norway's kind of the team that we're going to latch on to someone. A lot of people like Holland.
I don't know enough to pick the underdogs. I'm just going to pick England and
Okay.
sound like I know what I'm doing.
I'm going to say Holland and company. They keep their dream season, I guess dream tournament alive. I'm going to take Norway to advance.
I'll take our English friends over there. I think
Are they our friends? Are they still our friends?
I hope they worked. I hope they enjoyed working on July 4th. So.
Yeah.
Argentina against Switzerland. I think Messi and co get it done tomorrow, and they continue on.
Yeah, I mean, the Swiss. I'm not neutral on this one. I'll go with Argentina.
Yeah, we got to go with the GOAT, Messi.
Yeah, because now we're at the group of 8, so now we're getting down to the final 4 here. These are big matches.
All right, this is not a selection of a game, but with that sausage biscuit, grape, strawberry, or plain?
They go plain grape, right? Or just plain strawberry?
No, like nothing on it. No
nothing,
jelly, no nothing. Just
strawberry
biscuit.
jelly or grape jelly.
Go grape jelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grape jelly.
Grape jelly. I'm gonna go strawberry.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do this morning.
The grape jelly just has the right mix of savory, salty, sweet with that sausage.
Strawberry's good
on that
but,
biscuit.
I mean, you got to go grape.
Yeah, with the sausage biscuit grape. I prefer the strawberry, but not on the sausage biscuit. All right, that's our Fence Man Friday picks. We're live here at Hardee's. I mean, this is a treat for all of us. We're out and about. They let us out of our cage today. We're here at Hardee's, and it's still time. I know it's summertime. It's getting hot. You guys are working a little earlier in the mornings, but you're still there, making sure people get great fencing.
Oh yeah, our turnaround time's about 4 weeks out on residential right now, so yeah, give us a call.
Yeah.
Still call and ask for me and say you heard me on ESPN, and I'm still giving out the discount right now.
All right. People using that? You giving out a lot of $500 coupons?
Yeah, we need some more. I need everybody to give me a call.
All right, 782-3936. The other thing, y'all have financing available as well.
Yeah,
so if someone says, I need a fence, and they're happy with your quote, and it's, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 or more, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can get 18-month financing.
We have a couple
for
options with our financing. We do with Armstrong Bank here locally.
Yeah. Nick Remy and those folks are good people.
Jared Eccles over there.
Yeah, Jared. I know Jared.
And then we also do with the Synchrony Bank. They offer the 18-month sales cash.
So you can get financing available that really works for you with the Fence Man. 782-3936, and it's all kinds of fencing, whether it's y'all do a lot of work out at the Air Force Base. Or
we got guys out there right now.
Yeah, so I mean,
really?
Right now.
Yeah.
And I say that because they've done my mom's backyard, they do your backyard, or I mean, you got to be on point to do things like, for FAA, for the Air Force, you're doing some things right when you're getting jobs and getting work that on that scale.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of crazy stuff right now. So.
Yeah. So my point is their scale, their ability to scale to the size of job you have is there with the Fence Man. 782-3936. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work.
Yes, sir.
All right, William in Lafayette is a good Jason Peters story as we were talking about the Hall of Honor class. William, go ahead. You're on the Morning Rush.
Good morning. Y'all doing all right today?
Man, we're at Hardee's eating breakfast, talking football, basketball. We couldn't be any better, William.
Yes, sir. So, Jason Peters, phenomenal athlete. I live down here in Louisiana, right? So I don't know if y'all remember or not, but Coach Bill Johnson, he was the defensive line coach under Coach Nutt when John Thompson was the defensive coordinator. And he told me a story one time. He said he had Andrew Whitworth, Sean Andrews, committed to come up to a camp. I think this was between their sophomore to junior year. And he said that Coach Bobby Allen said he was like raving about these amazing young pups that he was bringing up for business. And Coach Allen said, I've got one that's going to be better than both of them. It's going to be hard to do. At one time, for a camp in Fayetteville, they had John Andrews, Andrew Whitworth, who's played for years in the NFL, and Jason Peters. And they said Jason Peters blew them both off the chart. I just always thought that was so neat, right? That at one time, and we got 2 of the 3 to be Hawks, right?
Yeah.
You just never know when you see these names of these guys, and then look years later and how long all those guys played in the NFL. I just thought that was pretty cool.
That combo, like you're saying, Whitworth's on the Amazon Prime Thursday nights, LSU Tiger, I think, and a long time with the Rams. And then the combo, Marcus Spears, William, he always talked about, like, he'd line up on the defensive line, and he'd have Jason Peters on one shoulder and Sean Andrews on the other. And he said those days of going against the Hogs those years was hell. And this is a former Dallas Cowboy and all SEC, All American, and he talked about how tough it was going up against those guys 20-something
Well,
years ago.
You put Peters at tight end. You know, Nutt's staff put him at tight end just because he was an extra tackle. I mean, he caught some passes, but he was there basically to be, you know, they were just road graders. And they could just come to the line of scrimmage and point, hey, we're going to run it right here, right over these two boys here, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. And, you know, he obviously moved inside when he got to the next level, but, you know, he was listed as a tight end, but he was really nothing more than an extra tackle.
Undrafted. Jason Peters was undrafted.
Hard to believe.
And played that long in the NFL. Hard to believe. Thank
Hard
you,
to
guys.
believe.
Y'all have a good weekend. I love the show. Thank y'all very much.
Buddy.
And I just wonder if he'd played inside or, you know, Andrews was on the left side, but if he'd have been the right tackle, let's just say, would he have been drafted as a tackle? Because that was the, you know, someone like Clay would have to refresh my memory, but I think that was one of the, well, we can't draft him as a tight end. You know, he didn't have the true tight end skills, but obviously he was an all-pro tackle and an all-pro offensive lineman with a 21-year career. So, you know, it all worked out for everybody in the end. Arkansas had a great running game in that era, and he ended up having a fantastic career. So, all right, we're live at Hardee's. The football trip of a lifetime is underway. We're giving away a trip tied to Las Vegas. It's our 21st year to do this, and you can see the Raiders and the Chiefs at Allegiant Stadium. We got a great trip for you and all the details. And soon you'll be able to come by and qualify by eating a Monster Burger in 150 seconds or less. And we'll have our final contest mid to late August and find out the winner. So come by and get the details. We got the wheel out. You can spin it for prizes this morning. And the real prize is the $1.49 sausage biscuits. You can take a bag of those back to work or to your family today here at Hardee's in Fort Smith.
All right, we got our Hog Update coming up. Like I mentioned earlier, Cal at Summer League hanging out with some of his former players. Jonas Adu has had a pretty a good offseason thus far. Hopefully he continues heading in the right direction. We mentioned the UA Sports Hall of Honor class, which we'll get back into. MLB draft coming up. Plus, Jalen Williams now has his name on a street sign as well. A lot to get to here on the Morning Rush. Phil Steele joins us at 10 a.m. live at Hardee's, 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. $1.49 sausage biscuits till 11.
Streaming live from
HitThatLine.com. I watch Arkansas play this year. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Holy, what a great play! Oh, what are they doing?
You're listening to the Morning Rush.
Hey, Fort Smith. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From hearty steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is Tony Bua, and you're listening to the Morning Rush.
Dental emergencies do not wait, and neither should you. At Valley Urgent Dental, they're here for you on the weekends, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that's come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are ready to help. Why wait till Monday? Call 479-235-5655 now. Valley Urgent Dental is located at 5505 Uper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it most.
This spring, you're organizing closets, decluttering drawers, and maybe even scrubbing places no one will ever look. But here's a thought. Why not declutter your internet, too? If your shows keep buffering, your games lag, or your video calls freeze, that's digital clutter, and you don't have to live with it. Switch to Wave Rural Connect Fiber for fast, reliable internet that keeps your home running clean and clear all season long. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Attention golfers and local businesses. Join us for the 54th Annual Ben Guerin Floorball Tournament on July 17th through the 19th. The action kicks off Friday, July 17th with a practice round. Then teams compete in the Floorball Championship July 18th and 19th. Entry is just $200 per player or $180 for MGA members. We're also seeking tournament sponsors. Promote your business with a hole sponsorship for $100, the driving range for $250, or a putting green sponsorship for $350. For player registration or sponsorship opportunities, call 479-646-5301 today. Come be a part of one of the area's premier golf traditions at Ben Guerin.
We're keeping Arkansas beautiful. Want to lend a hand? Don't be afraid to get them dirty. Every day, volunteers around the state are picking up litter, planting trees and wildflowers, recycling, and more. You know what these volunteers need most? Help. Volunteer today at keeparkansasbeautiful.com. Learn more about all our programs. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
And McFadden goes 73 yards. And Ballot has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
All right, so we're talking about Vegas here at Hardee's. Cal's in Vegas at Summer League along with Coach Payne, his son, Coach Brad, Jonas Adu, Malik Thomas, Darius Acuff, Nelly, and some other guys as well. They had family dinner recently. I saw Jonas's mom had this to say about Cal. Enjoyed a nice dinner last night with Coach Cal and former players. Love a coach that cares about his players and their families. Hope everyone has a great time playing in this NBA Summer League. Cal's still in her profile header. So some positive things from a former Razorback parent. I guess a lifelong Razorback parent, even though Jonas was only here for a year.
Yeah, so
Who picks up the tab
on a dinner like
that? Yeah, that's a good question.
You know, so you've got the family dinner. Their term of family is truly what they view as family. Their basketball family. Who picks the? Because I can tell you in Vegas, there's no cheap deals anymore.
Yeah,
there's no 99-cent buffets anymore.
No $1.49 sausage.
There's no $1.49 sausage biscuits in Vegas anywhere. So somebody, if it was all on one check, someone had a hefty credit card tag.
I think it was Cal. You don't.
I don't know. I mean, I think all of these guys have gotten to a point. It would almost be disrespect in their mind, in their culture, to let Cal pick up the tab.
For all he's done for them,
I just think that
everything he's done for all of those guys.
I don't think he would let them pick up the tab. And maybe I'm wrong on that.
A lot of them in that group make more money than him.
Not the summer league guys. They're all new. Now, if he was there with like DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall and some of his former players, that's true. But he makes more money than all those guys.
Well, maybe. I'm just talking about some of those guys. Some of those guys make more money than Cal. I would think it would be a kind gesture. I'm a cup or I'm one of these new guys to, hey, Coach, all you did for us, I'm picking the tab up.
Yeah. So. Darius is pretty negative and pretty down on himself right now. He has a high standard. Here was him being critical of himself after a game.
Overly critical right now of yourself and your performances, or you kind of take in what the moment is, realizing that this can be kind of haphazard basketball at times?
No, I'm critical.
How much is it bothering you?
A lot. I think they doing their job. I think it's me. So we gotta. If I play better, I think we would be winning by a lot more points. So I think those guys are doing their job. They're playing great. I got to be better on both ends on the floor, especially as the point guard. But
you got to love accountability for rookie. All eyes on him. The excitement level in Sacramento of him being their franchise, their cornerstone player. You got to like hearing that if you're a Sacramento fan. And we saw it firsthand. We saw he was frustrated he didn't get to play in the Missouri game, and we saw him time and time again come up clutch for the Razorbacks.
All right, that's our Hog
Update brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. If you're looking for a turnkey solution for your construction project, APAC and Standard Materials Group is Northwest Arkansas's #1 provider for aggregates, asphalt, and ready-mix concrete. And we need more than just materials. APAC can help you with surveying, engineering, construction. They have drone capabilities, trucking, and logistics, all under one roof. Call 479-587-3300. 587-3300 to get started. APAC and Standard Materials Group.
All right, we got our Morning Rush daily question coming up. Where are we not too far from right now?
Rath Auto Resources.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
I invited this guy, and he didn't eat. I guess he just didn't want to come. I was trying to get him a biscuit. Larry Rath, are you working, Larry?
I'm working. I want a biscuit. I really do. I'm going to try to get by there a little bit. I just couldn't get there in time. But a biscuit's on my mind.
Well, I know you're dealing with the Big Ath giveaway right now. $10,000, man. $10,000. Sign up both locations, Rath Auto Resources, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. Probably dealing with all the people coming in interested in test driving vehicles, aren't you?
There's a lot of folks coming in to register for that, and that's all you got to do. There's no purchase necessary. You don't have to jump through any hoops. Just come by and see us. We'll get you signed up and registered for that Rath Big Ass giveaway, and it's a good time. We're having a good time. It's $10,000. Your odds of winning really, really good if you stack that up against something like the lottery or whatever. I mean, it's got to be thousands of times better than that as far as your odds. It's just a terrific time to come in and meet some friendly folks that want to hustle around and earn your business, and we'd love a chance to meet you. Come in and see us today at either location. And if you're looking for a premium pre-owned car, man, we got them. Road Ready certified best used cars in the River Valley the last 2 years in a row. Real proud of that. We got a big selection of those. And with Rath's painless pricing, you can't pay too much. We've kind of taken all the guesswork out of buying a used car. We're making that really easy. If you're looking for a new car, the Mitsubishi lineup's the best kept secret out there. It's a value brand. We've got cars starting at $9 down, $399 a month up there for a brand new car. So the affordability issue is not an issue at Rath Mitsubishi. Come and test drive a Mitsubishi, put it on your list. We think you'll see the value in that product. The best covered vehicles in the country as well. 5-year, 60,000-mile full coverage warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and 2 years of free complimentary maintenance. So the best covered cars in the land, and we've got a really good proposition with that Mitsubishi lineup. So think of that for your new cars. On used cars, the decision is really easy. Road Ready certified, only available. Rath Auto Resource in Fort Smith. Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. You can check us out online, rathauto.com.
All right, well, before the workday is done, and you only got an hour and a half because it stops at 11, come get your $1.49 sausage biscuit.
I'll be by there. I'll come through the drive-thru. I'll say hi.
There you go. All right, Larry Rath, Rath Auto Resources. Larry, close it out, man.
Hey, you guys have a great day, and folks, come and see us.
All right, when we come back here on the Morning Rush Daily Question, Colton, have you bought the EA Football 27?
It's sitting in my cart. I might buy it. I might not. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time to invest.
Our buddy Connor Goodson simmed out the season. How do you think Arkansas did?
Maybe 4-8.
5-7.
Okay, we'll tell you on the other side. The Morning Rush continues next.
Hey, everybody, this is Joe Tessitore from ABC and ESPN, and you are listening to The Morning Rush.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From Hardee steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is the Morning Rush.
Is your business getting found online or getting lost in the crowd? Hi, I'm Christy Bedeau with ESPN Arkansas, and I'm here to help you get your products and services found in today's digital world. Not only do we offer connections to the loyal Razorback fan base, but we can help you build, maintain, and grow your online presence. From world-class websites to streaming video commercials, we create the campaign that allows you to be found online and on air. I can help you create a marketing strategy built around your goals that works. Call me, Christy Bedeau, at 208-3012 for a free needs analysis, and let's create a marketing plan that gets you found.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Rath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Rath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Rath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle. Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith.
The spring allergy and hay fever seasons are here, and Law's Drugstore has what you need to safely take care of you and your family. Law's Drugstore can fill and refill your prescriptions, and they have all of the over-the-counter allergy remedies to provide comfort. Call 452-6116 and ask about vaccine shot appointment for shingles, pneumonia, COVID, and whooping cough. Law's Drugstore, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind the Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
Busy season is here, and C2 Supply is ready to keep you stocked and moving. Whether you're tackling big jobs or everyday work, we've got the supplies to keep things running smoothly. Stop by C2 Supply, 602N, Broadway in Poto, or give us a call at 918-647-0430. C2 Supply, keeping your jobs moving all season long, and let us see to your supply needs.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, this one's going to call for honesty on all parties. All right? Can you be honest today about this?
Okay.
Are you or anyone in your house watching Love Island on a nightly basis?
I'm honestly not. I can actually say that with a clear conscience. I could say that with a polygraph, and it wouldn't be going up and down. Several of my friends are having to be subjected to that because of their loving and awesome wives. But no, I am not having to get force-fed that bunch of baloney.
I may be indicting myself on my parenthood, but it's the kids in the house and the teenagers in the house.
Yikes.
I mean, it's like all their friends. I mean, they all have these Love Island watch parties.
Isn't it kind of like explicit in terms of
I don't know. I'm not watching it.
It's suggestive.
Yeah. Like what they're doing. I'm surprised you're allowing that. Creatine Cramp says
you act like I'm in charge.
Creatine Cramp says, thankfully my wife hates that kind of slop here in the Lewis Automotive Group. I'm not going to say that I haven't watched.
Oh, now the truth's coming out.
But I have not. I've never watched a single episode of Love Island, and I'm not going to say I haven't watched slop over the years, various dramas and whatever. But I can honestly say that I have not watched that. Colton, sounds like you're having to watch it.
No, my wife's never seen Love Island. I don't think I've ever watched an episode either. I'm aware of what the premise is and what the themes about the show are. She's more of a bachelorette type of gal. There's a couple other ones that she likes too. But
I pass through the living room, and there's some things that make me shudder as a parent that this is on the TV with my 16-year-old watching. But it's kind of a blend from what's been described of Big Brother / Bachelor.
That's what
Bachelorette / Survivor. I don't know. It's kind of a blend of all that. I'm asking.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. To me, I've never watched The Bachelorette, but I mean, The Bachelor's just a guy and a bunch of beautiful women. I don't know how you could get made fun of for watching a show like that. Hogwild says Ashton is the Love Island go-to guy. So if you want more information, you can text to him. You can text him about that.
I was shocked. I figured we would catch him in the trap here that Ty was all in. Because all I know is I lose control of the living room and the TV 5, 6 nights. Because I think it's on every day but Wednesday.
Is it really?
I think.
Jamie.
I think there's a new episode every day. Or that's maybe they're lying to me. I don't know. I just leave the room.
It's, what was it? Colton, was it Scrubs when they're watching something? And then they're like, oh, it's football. And then she goes, I thought it was April. It's like, it's another football league.
Mm-hmm.
I You got one downstairs though, right? Do you just go downstairs?
Well, that I have to go up to my bedroom.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, they take over the living room.
Well, that's
it's too hot right now to sit out on the patio. So
Hacker wants to know, speaking of the Bachelorette, whatever happened to Ty's crush that was the Dauber and the Auburn coach? She got married, Hacker. She got married.
Not to you.
Not to me. No, that was never going to happen.
Were you her second option?
No.
Third?
Jeffrey, 10,000, 10 times a million times to the 20th degree.
Yeah.
Ashton on the afternoon show watches it. This should be screened before enjoyment, says Jeffrey in Fort Smith.
Employment.
Employment. I apologize. I thought it said enjoyment. Yeah, employment. Jesse from Springdale says, it blows my mind that people still don't think reality TV isn't scripted. All of them are. It's the adults that miss the high school drama.
Who said it wasn't scripted?
Yeah, I don't think Tommy said that.
I didn't say that.
All right,
I think everything's scripted.
Yeah, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Number one place for indoor golf in all of Arkansas. It's hot. It's been hot. It's going to stay hot. 90 or 68 degrees inside of Cart Pass Social. It's going to stay cool. You can play one over 1,000 different golf courses at Cart Pass Social. It's always BYOB. They got their summer league going on right now. CartPassSocial.com, 122 Grant Place in Lowell.
If you are watching our YouTube live stream, hi, glad you're here. The background behind me, it looks like I'm on the Vegas Strip here. I mean, you got the Las Vegas logo. Let me move that. See, perfect, almost perfect placement. But we're live at Hardee's. They are decked out for Vegas. You can come spin the wheel. There's prizes on the wheel that you can win. Get a $1.49 sausage biscuit. Our football trip of a lifetime. We've got that cranked up and going. And Ty, when's our first chance to qualify?
Next Thursday.
So next Thursday. So no one can qualify this morning. Are we going to screw up the rules and the whole deal if someone tries to come in and eat a Monster Burger today?
Lance? Nope.
Nope. They can or can't do it. You don't care. We'll see if we can make that happen. If somebody wants to qualify, I bet I could twist an arm around here, and we could do it live here on the Morning Rush, someone trying to eat a Monster Burger. So come by can we do that, Dwayne? I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation. Yeah, he doesn't even know the question, but he said absolutely. All right, so come by Hardee's today. You think you could eat a Monster Burger in 150 seconds or less. Can we make that happen? Absolutely is the answer. So Hardee's will make it happen. If you think you can do it, come by. We'll even get two, and we'll let Ty go head-to-head with you.
I already have biscuits and gravy. You might have to.
No, I
can't.
That
might have to be
out of my league. I'd get killed. So.
Okay. All right. So
come by and we'll try. You can be the first one to qualify. Okay. I'm just going to break the rules here today.
There you go. Doing it a little bit early. All right. We had Connor Goodson of Hog Sports on a week or so ago. Connor's a friend of mine, and Colton, you mentioned you got EA 27, but you hadn't played it yet, right?
It's in my cart. I haven't purchased it yet.
Okay, that's what you
pulled the
said.
trigger. I'm thinking about it.
Okay. So Arkansas, obviously not highly regarded. SEC Media Days here in less than a week and a half. They'll be picked 15th through 16th. But EA Sports thinks a little differently of the Razorbacks. All right, we'll start with game one. What do you think that happens in the North Alabama game? What do you think EA has in that prediction?
Surely they got Arkansas winning by 3 touchdowns.
48-10.
All right.
KJ Jackson, Russell, and Sutton go off. All right, what about Salt Lake the following week?
They have them as a win, I bet.
I could easily see them having that as a loss. I mean, the odds, bet Saracen, any other bigger, you're going to have Arkansas as an underdog. So I would be surprised if they had Arkansas as a win.
28-24 Utes.
Yeah.
Georgia at home the next week.
Oh, get crushed, right? 45-3.
34-14.
All right, better than I thought.
You bounce back against Tulsa the following week. Sports Hall of Honor guys and gals getting honored the night before.
Oh, do you? Yeah, yeah. You win that game 28-14.
All right, 38-17.
38-17.
What about when you go to College Station for the first time since 2020?
Closer than you think, because historically this game is close.
It's always close.
So I'm going to say 35-28 A&M.
You're close. 31-26.
All right.
Aggies. All right, what about when Tennessee comes into town?
Ooh.
You are 2-3 at this point, according to Connor Sim.
Close game that you lose at home, 28-21.
27-21.
All right.
You're starting to. All right. What about when you go to Nashville? You're 2-4. You hadn't won an SEC game yet. What happens in Nashville, Tennessee at Diego Pavia-Liss?
35-32 Arkansas wins.
33-20 Hogs. 1-3 in the SEC. Missouri's coming back into town. Halloween.
Loss. I mean, you lose that game close again, 21-17 Missouri.
You get a win streak going.
All
You're
right.
2-3 in the SEC, 24-23. All right, going back to Auburn, Golish and Silverfield. Silverfield's 3-0 against him when he was in Memphis.
He's
says
4-0
that moving
now.
to 4-0. EA Sports says no. 24-17 Auburn in Jordan-Hare Stadium.
Close, though.
All right, South Carolina back at home.
Win. You got to win that game.
41-27.
All right, I would have said 38-28 or something like that. So
Texas in Austin.
close game. Arkansas loses, but it's 42-31 or something like that.
38-13. EA Sports does not think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
All right, Week 13. Lane Kiffin and the LSU Tigers in a title hunt come to Fayetteville, Arkansas. The Razorbacks, as you stated, 5-6 in the SEC, 5-6, 3-5 in the Southeastern Conference, according to Connor Sim. What happens in the final regular season game in Fayetteville?
Well, I'm trying to predict what EA Sports says. I'm going to say EA Sports has LSU winning the game, and probably not close. It's probably like 38-10.
All right, listen to this. Listen to this excerpt from him. Back in a traditional spot in the regular season finale in the battle for the Gold Blue, delivers an instant classic. It was 2020 at the end of regulation as Scott Sarzik misses a field goal as time expired, but he nails it. He nails a 31-yarder to give Arkansas a 23-20 lead. And then two plays later, KJ Jackson finds Jamari Hawkins in the end zone. Arkansas wins in overtime, going 6-6 and 4-5 in the league. And then where are you going, Tommy? Where are you going?
Shreveport?
After that, you're going to Memphis, Tennessee, the Liberty Bowl, baby, where you pull off a win 42-40 against UCF. Going 7-6 and 4-5 in the inaugural season of Ryan Silverfield here in Fayetteville. Connor, great stuff, buddy.
Oh,
good stuff.
Let's stand up and call those hogs.
I would
6-6 was build a statue.
Apparently, it was Sean yesterday that was giving us a hard time being negative. Tommy or Sean, you will not hear a more positive Razorback fan on planet Earth than if that plays out for our football team this year.
He texted in this morning time before we got started and doubled down on his on his assertions yesterday.
There must be something going on in Sean's life. I'm not gonna go in too hard, but
put him on our prayer list.
Yeah, jeez Louise. Ben's the opposite. Ben in Fayetteville was texting me yesterday saying that we should ask Ryan Silverfield why he finished 0-4 at Memphis before coming to Arkansas. And I told him, my guess is he knew that he was out the door. That's what I told him, man. I was like, he was like, well, find someone else that went 0-4 before they got a job. It's like, Ben, I don't know. Like, I don't know Alex Golish and Summerall's record. You can look him up. It's
I bet it wasn't
record.
0-4, but
yeah.
I don't think it's public record. I think it's public.
Yeah, public knowledge. That's not bad. 7-6. Another Liberty Bowl win. Third one in, what is that, 5 years?
Anybody want to sign up for that now?
Yes.
Take every bit of it. And you know what I didn't hear in there? Other than we had the Texas game.
Yeah, in Georgia.
There weren't a lot of blowouts
which
in that prediction.
We're likely going to represent the SEC in Atlanta for the SEC championship.
So, I mean, that's the thing I liked in that. That's why I wish it'd come true. Yeah, you didn't win as many as you would like to if you shot the moon, but 6-6 and you only got hammered twice, only got your lips beat off twice. That's something I could sign up for right now. Hey, you work hard for your time off, so make it count, whether it's land, a home, or owning your own place to get away to. Farm Credit of Western Arkansas offers financing options designed for your lifestyle. Visit myaglender.com or stop by any one of their 25 locations and let their team help you turn your plans into reality. We can make your breakfast plans a reality. Hardee's in Fort Smith, also in Sallisaw, $1.49 sausage biscuits. And again, if you want to be the first qualifier, we'll get you a Monster Burger ready this morning. You can do that instead. You can do it right now. You can try and eat one in 150 seconds or less, and you'll be our first qualifier for the football trip of a lifetime.
Who wants to be first? Come on by. Hour 2 coming up. Bill Steele.
Fort Smith. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason: to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and every day matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason: to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and every day matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason: to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and every day matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason: to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and every day matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason: to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a...
Tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Need more customers? I'm Lance Gregory with ESPN Arkansas. Let me help you grow your business with the power of radio and digital marketing working together. From radio advertising to targeted digital campaigns, I can help you reach the right audience, increase awareness, and drive results for your business. Let's build a marketing plan that fits your goals and gets new customers. Email me today at lance.gregory@hitthatline.com. Radio and digital sales combined, helping local businesses grow.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. There's a slight chance of a few showers or storms across the north. Our high temperatures in the low to mid 90s. Hit or miss showers or storms after midnight tonight, mid 70s. And then a much better chance of showers and storms as we head through Saturday, especially across the north, upper 80s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for wine, specialty beers, and liquor. Located at 12100 Highway 71 South in Fort Smith. KERX Paris, Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 57 days. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light.
Can't drink all day unless you start early.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with an ice-cold Bud Light.
Not one, but 2 quarter-pound beef patties. 3 slices of melted cheese. 8 strips of crispy bacon. They say the world is getting smaller, but what's really happened is that the burger has gotten bigger. Introducing the Monster Burger, only from Hardee's. They think of next. Breakfast, as in the Monster Omelet Biscuit with plenty of ham, bacon, and cheeses.
Do I smell biscuits baking?
Would you like to see them?
You bake these up fresh every morning?
Fresh every morning.
Homemade biscuits. Sure does beat what I've been having.
What would you like? Country ham, sausage, chopped beef steak?
Give me a steak now and wrap me up with sausage.
Okay, 2 hot breakfast biscuits, juice and coffee. Anything else?
One thing. Marry me?
Hardee's, best eating in town, up and down and all around. Live from the Bud Light Studios, produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
It's hour number 2 of the Morning Rush. We got some college football to talk about with Bill Steele. We're live at Hardee's, $1.49 sausage biscuits for another 59 minutes at all Fort Smith and Sallisaw locations. So come take advantage, and we'll see if we can get a qualifier today as well, Tommy.
Yeah, you can come by, and we'll take our first qualifier today. We're breaking the rules. We're coloring outside the lines a little bit. And you can come by and be the first qualifier. Dwayne and the crew have said they'll get the Monster Burger fired up early. And if you can do one in 150 seconds or less, we'll get you qualified. We'll begin formal qualifyings next Thursday. And be listening for details on all of that coming up here live from Hardee's. We'll be sending one lucky listener who wins the Monster Burger eating contest to Las Vegas to see the Raiders and the Chiefs and everything that goes along with Las Vegas. If you haven't downloaded the Hardee's app, come here and do it. You can spin the wheel, win prizes. So a lot of cool stuff going on here at Hardee's, plus the $1.49 sausage biscuits that you mentioned.
The magazine is quicker than the internet as far as the lookup goes, because you know where the information is. As you mentioned, you can close your eyes and point to where it is. You go to the internet, every website is set up differently, so it's actually quicker and easier in the internet.
Stays on his feet and dives into the end zone. Great athleticism and awareness by KJ Jackson. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is Bill Steele, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
Well, hopefully we hear a lot of those from Chuck this fall and any other commentators calling our games. Phil Steele joins us. You know him well. He's covered college football for decades. You know, I had 2 magazines on my next to the bathroom, in the bathroom. Tom, there's always Phil Steele and
I call it the library.
And Dave Campbell as well. Phil, good morning, man. It's almost college football season. We're a little more than 50 days out from Razorback football, and I know you're excited for SEC as well.
Oh, absolutely. And, I tell you what, we put that magazine out, 7 months of work go into it. And so June and July are like my fun months of the year. I get to talk football on the radio, maybe work 60, 65 hours a week. It's like being on vacation right now.
60 to 65. Jeez Louise. Now, what did you tell us one time? Didn't you, the craziest picture that you've ever been sent is like someone reading your magazine at Coliseum? I bet you've had a few now and since then of just like people sending you selfies on where they're taking it in, haven't you?
Yeah, I absolutely love them, and I post them all on Twitter when they come up. But it's really unique to see where people take the pictures of the magazine each and every year. So I love that.
Phil, you've been studying college football longer than almost anyone out there, and you're really into the numbers and the stats and the trends. What's one trend or stat you trust today that average fans still don't pay enough attention to?
Well, I started the magazine back in 1995, and I did with the turnovers equals turnaround article, and it had like a 75% success rate, and it's continued that way for the last 30 years. And so I'm a math guy, so I came up with close wins, close losses, YPP, tougher schedule, just tons of metrics are in the magazine. The thing I find that works the best is when they all align. Arkansas is one of those teams that, like this year, the numbers don't align for this reason. If you look at last year, they were a much better team than the record. They were minus 11 in turnovers. That's a good sign because that means better things are on the way this year. They were minus 5 yards per game in SEC play despite their bad record. That's a good thing for this year. There's a lot of things that check the up box for Arkansas, but then what checks the down box is the experience level for the team and the homegrown factor for the team. The fact that it's a transfer portal-heavy team in the SEC. So you've got confusing numbers on both sides of the ball when it comes to, like, Arkansas. But I find it best when all the numbers all align on one side or the other.
Okay, that's a good one. Last year, I don't know that Indiana came out of nowhere, but their program certainly had a quick rise. But there's always a team that seems to come out of nowhere. Is there a team that has that profile that, you're the math guy you just said, that their trend makes you think they're a surprise playoff contender? What are maybe the common trends for those breakout teams, and who might be one this year?
Yeah, I think the factors you have to look at are the schedule, where folks are ranked coming into the season. One team I've got an eye on this year coming out of the Big Ten would be USC, because nobody's really talking about them. When you think Big Ten, you think of the three big boys, Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon. They all deserve to be up there. They all deserve to be in the top 10 and favorites for the title. But keep your eyes on USC this year. When I was talking to Lincoln Riley, he feels that he's got the best defense he's had there at USC. They got some guy at defense coordinator, Gary Patterson, who I think is one of the better defensive minds out there. Yeah. They've got Jaden Maiava back at QB. Lincoln Riley feels he could be a first-round draft pick after this season's over. Wayman Jordan, a running back, an outstanding offensive line. And they get Oregon at home. They get Ohio State at home. And if they pull some upsets there, nobody's talking about USC, but they could enter the picture. As far as teams that are much improved, let me give you my number one most improved team in the country, and it's not a big name, but it's Liberty. And Liberty last year only won 4 games. But, I've never had a team lose back-to-back-to-back overtime games. That means you were basically one play away from 3 wins, and it turned into one play into 3 losses. And Liberty's got a veteran quarterback this year. They've got a good portion of their team back from last year. They had a lot, and this is one of those where all the indicators are pointing up. Turnovers, close wins, close losses, all the indicators point up. Better schedule this year. I think Liberty has the biggest rise in record of any team in the country.
Phil still with us here on the Morning Rush. So when you look at Arkansas this year, what has to happen that, preseason predictions are 4.5 wins, 4 wins, depending on who you're looking at. What has to absolutely go right for Arkansas to exceed expectations in Ryan Silverfield's first year?
Well, we need to have these transfer players play together as a team, because when you've got this many new players coming in, it's common in the group of 6 to have this, because when I go through the players with the coaches in the group of 6, they'll say about a player, he's going to have a big year this year, he's going to do this, and we won't have him next year. He'll get bought by somebody, and that's what happens in the group of 6. Doesn't happen as often in the SEC, but, of course, when you have a coaching change, then that sort of stuff happens. And when you look at Arkansas this year, they brought in 40 transfers, 19 freshmen. It's a large portion of new guys coming in. I think what has to happen, they have to keep KJ Jackson healthy all year, and he has to play up to his potential. They got to get that run game going, and I like the addition of Sutton Smith. And Braylon Russell's a big guy, 236 pounds. I think if he emerges this year, they'll be in good shape there. The new receiving core, which is what they had last year, and they still perform well. The new guys got to come in and do well. Guys like Chris Marshall coming in from Boise and Sissy coming in from Stanford. And then defensively, that's probably the biggest question mark. Last year, Arkansas allowed 4.7 yards per carry. Well, you can't give up 5 yards a carry and win football games, especially close ones. I think if that run defense improves, that might be the biggest factor for Arkansas. But as mentioned, they were much better than a 2-10 team. Remember last year, they could easily have beaten Ole Miss if they don't fumble that ball. They could easily have beaten Memphis on the road if they don't turn it over late in the game. Could have been 4-0 at the start of the year, and who knows what would have happened after a 4-0 start. Team would have been playing with a lot more confidence. A lot of close losses last year, 5 net close losses for Arkansas.
The SEC jumps up to 9 conference games this year, and it's an unbalanced 5 at home, 4 on the road, unbalanced schedule. How does that change your evaluations of SEC teams, and do you think anyone can run the gauntlet now with 9 SEC games on their slate?
Yeah, it's going to make it a lot tougher to go unbeaten, and that probably factored into my calculations. I really don't have any SEC team projected to go unbeaten. Even Georgia, the team I have at the top, I've got a couple of toss-up games on their schedule at Alabama, at Ole Miss. Texas is a team that has to play Oklahoma at a neutral site. They have to go at LSU, and of course they've got tough games at home against Ohio State and Ole Miss. I think it's going to be tough for any team to get through the SEC unscathed this year, but I think that's good as far as, can a 3-loss team get into the playoff mix from the SEC? I think when you look at this grinding schedule that the SEC is playing with 9 games like this, they have that opportunity this year.
Bill, you were talking about transfers, and you mentioned Sutton Smith, Malachi Breland, another one. I know that Kurt Cignetti and Indiana thrive with several James Madison guys that came over with him. How important is it when you're transitioning, especially from a group of 5, group of 6 school to a SEC school, to bring some guys over that know your system, know the coach, and just for the transition here in Fayetteville?
Yeah, I think it's huge, and you take a look at Penn State, for example, Matt Campbell. He brought over, 20-plus players from Iowa State, so everybody pretty much knows the system, knows what he's looking for. So I think that's a big plus. And generally in college football now, when you hire a head coach from another team, they're going to bring players with them in the transfer portal, and that's probably part of the package because you're going to lose players anytime you lose a head coach. So I think it's a big factor. And, like you mentioned with Coach Cignetti at Indiana, he brought over all those James Madison guys, which he had so much success with. They brought in his philosophies, and all of a sudden Indiana had great success. So I think it's a big plus for Coach Silverfield to bring over the amount of Memphis players that he did.
You mentioned the home ground town. Arkansas doesn't have a lot of it, maybe relative to what they've had in years past or just in general versus the rest of the SEC. But 2 guys stand out to me, Quincy Rhodes on the defensive line, who I know is one of your all-SEC selections, and also Kobe Branham. Just for those 2 guys, getting the 2 Arkansas kids, kind of anchors on both of the lines, what could you see just their impact on the season ahead for the Razorbacks?
Well, first of all, how is Quincy Rhodes not in the NFL right now? I mean, that was a big-time addition, getting him to come back this year and turn down the NFL. I think he's a highly productive guy. I think it was huge to keep him. You're looking at 6'6", 275 pounds, 8 sacks last year. This guy is going to be a force on the defensive line. Now, the key is on the defensive line, when you got a player like that, you have to have the other guys be productive, because if a team can come in and say, hey, just double-team Quincy Rhodes, we're okay, we're in good shape, that won't work. So they need a couple other guys to emerge, but I think they will. And I like the philosophy that they use, with the transfer portal, bringing in guys that have experience at that level. The backups are young, and I'm a little concerned about that, but they'll gain as the season goes on. And with Kobe Branham, this guy's massive, and he's powerful in the run game. He's 6'5", 326 pounds, and once again, a big-time keep from last year's squad. So I think when Coach Silverfield came in, he must have made those guys a priority and able to keep them. That was huge.
Phil, the elimination of the spring portal, how has that changed your preparation for the magazine? Because I remember us having these conversations the last couple of years, and it made, going up to the print deadline impossible to have everything accurate. I'm sure that's kind of relieved some of the pressure. How has that changed the way you put the magazine together, not having the spring portal?
Thank God. It's the previous 3 years were a mess. I mean, because I couldn't talk to the coaches until after the portal closed. I think last year the portal didn't close till like April 29th. So then you have to wait till some players sign, and so start talking to the coaches the first week of May, trying to cram in 138 head coaches all in the month of May. It's just impossible. I was taking them into June. We had some typos in the magazine last year. This year, the rosters were set, and not only was it good for Phil Steele and the Phil Steele magazine, made my life a lot easier not having the second portal window. I didn't have to rewrite 138 teams all frantically in the last couple of weeks of the magazine. But the coaches, here's the interesting thing. Talking to the coaches this year, they all said it felt more like a team in the spring. And the reason for that, the players you brought in were the players you're going to leave with. And coaches felt they could coach the players harder. They could, be tough on them and get them better. Also, they could list a guy third string and not fear that he's going to hit the portal after spring practice was over. So I think we're going to see a better brand of football overall this year because coaches all felt they had a better team coming out of spring and into spring than they've had in the past couple of years without the transfer portal. And players didn't have to worry about getting replaced after the portal was over. The players you brought into the spring were the ones you left with.
All right, Phil, we'll leave it there. Phil Steele, College Football Magazine. Phil, before we let you go, I know things have changed over the years where you can find it and consume it. Just tell our audience where they can find your magazine.
Well, I appreciate that, guys. 376 pages like getting 138 media guides rolled into one. It's only available at 2 brick-and-mortar stores, Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. So Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, the only 2 places you can drive and get it. You can go online and get it at philsteele.com. When you go there, I'm going to charge you a shipping charge, but we do give you the digital magazine absolutely free. But head out to your Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, 376 pages this year.
Man, wow. 60 to 65 hours is a light week for Phil, Tommy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm going to use that. I'm going to do that. Use it for curls in the gym.
Phil, good stuff, man. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
A lot of fun talking football with you guys, as always. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Phil Steele, and the best football magazine out there. Preseason predictions are better than any. You got to learn the jargon. I know a lot of people that like to make the games interesting use Phil's book as a great guide, so I think you're going to enjoy it. And if you're a real football fan, you're already familiar with it. All right, Phil and all of our guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We're brought to you by Nick and Ellie Glidewell, two of the great people you'll find that are in the real estate business. And if you're looking to sell your home, or maybe you found a home and you'd like to buy it, Nick and Ellie Glidewell can help you with that. They're aggressive with their marketing. They understand what it takes to negotiate a deal and get the closing done. They know how to navigate the landmines that come along with it. And one thing that Nick and Ellie have done really well is with luxury homes and homes that might have a little bit higher price tag, for the clients they represent and the listings they have, they're able to get top dollar. If you're the one buying it, they can help navigate all the issues that come along with closing. So if you're wanting a real pro, and I mean someone that understands the process and knows how to get to the closing table and make both sides come together on a number they can like and in terms they can like, Nick and Ellie are the ones to serve you. 479-739-2333. 739-2333, or visit their website at nickandellie.com. That's Nick, A-N-D-L-E, nickandellieglidewell.com.
All right, let's talk to Hong Kong Sui on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We did the EA Sports prediction that Connor Goodson and Hod Sports did. Arkansas 6-6 in the regular season, 7-6 overall. It sounds like you had some thoughts on that, Hong Kong Sui.
Oh, yeah, my main thought was that, man, I'd go ahead and take that right now and not even play that. That sounded like an outstanding first season for Silver.
That would be I agree.
I'd sign up right now for it.
Exactly. I was also thinking how lucky you guys were to have me on right after Phil Steele.
I feel bad for Phil Steele now. I mean, you one up.
He gets one up. Yeah, followed up.
It's really hard. It's really hard to follow somebody like Phil, but I got the top. So anyway, but that's really it, man. I'm just excited about the possibility of the season. And, you know, I'm an optimistic guy. I don't like being all negative and pessimistic. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that 6-6 regular season with a bowl win in September. So let's just take that and stand up, call the Hogs.
You know, you're talking about Nick and Ellie Hogs, so we appreciate it. You know how when you buy a house, sometimes you buy it as is based on that. I'll take that season as is, 6-6. I don't really care who the wins are. I will take that season 100%. As is. It doesn't matter the wins, because if you get Tulsa, North Alabama, and then 4 other games, sign me up.
Yeah. So I mean, anyone right now with any sense would sign up for that. Right now, again, who is that? EA Sports. I mean,
EA Sports,
one of the most known names in college gaming. But so I would love their prediction to be true. Absolutely. But the thing I liked about it, there weren't blowouts. I mean, there were 2. Georgia got you, Texas got you, and there were a lot of close games. So was there a notable road win there?
Oh, geez, let me find it.
I remember us going through it.
Dadgummit, I've got it.
But you were close at Tennessee.
I think I exited out of it. Yeah, I did.
But
that's Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt. It was a Vanderbilt win. You beat Vanderbilt by, I think, 13 or something.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's great. So, I mean,
we're not in a position to, say, oh, you just got a Vanderbilt road win. First off, Arkansas's road this season is not that bad. I know Jordan Hare's always tough. You beat him the last 2 times you've gone down there. Vanderbilt doesn't have Diego Pavia, so that's a good setup for the Razorbacks. Why am I blanking on the other 2? Colton, do you know the other 2 off the top of your head? I'm doing Texas saying that's brutal. Marcel Reed and company, that's going to be a tough one. And what's the other one? You got one other SEC one that I'm blanking on. I'll figure it out. But your road, so you got 2 brutal ones, and we got pounded by the Longhorns at Arch last year. It's kind of his coming out party. Marcel Reed is going to be even more difficult to stop this season. And he hadn't played in College Station since 20. So you got 2-2. Obviously, you'd love to go to Lexington or Starkville, but it's not like Auburn and Nashville are just going to be brutal this year relative to what you could have got.
Yeah. So I mean, those are all things I think we would feel like, and we would know at the end of year 1. You've hired the right guy. All right, live at Hardee's, come by and get a $1.49 sausage biscuit this morning. That's good till 11, and you can also come by and find out about the football trip of a lifetime. Spin the wheel as well to get great prizes.
All right, LSU got an email. The Big Time Boosters got an email that I want to tell you about coming up. Our SEC update is next. We've got a few other things to get into. We'll tell you more about the 26 Hall of Honor class as well. The Morning Rush continues after this.
Follow the show on Twitter at HitThatLineAR and on Facebook and Instagram at HitThatLine.
This is Dave Neal with ESPN. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Brett Eibner has hit a home run, and the ball game is tied.
This is The Morning Rush.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner. Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with. I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for two for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for two for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about to be tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, so Matt Moscona, our buddy in Baton Rouge, put this out yesterday, maybe the day before. LSU's top 40 donors invited the governor's mansion to hear a presentation about the department's, talking about LSU's athletics department, financial future, beginning of August. Their president, Dr. Wade, I think it's Rouse, is going to lead a presentation on alternative revenue. So I don't know if he's sounding the alarms or they're just trying to figure out how to pay Lake Kiffin's bill, but that's what's going on in Baton Rouge right now.
Yeah, how'd you like to have already given a bunch of money? Now you get called to a special meeting to give more money.
Well, here's what the email says. Let me be clear. This is not an ask for money. It's not a fundraiser. It's informational. This is a conversation about the future of LSU athletics.
That, you ever been to a timeshare presentation? Hey, we're not going to sell you anything. We just need 90 minutes of your time. We're going to give you a free weekend here in Branson. Ever been on one of them deals? It's only $99, but we're not going to try to sell you anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So I don't think that's the way that deal's going to work. They understand they better have a war chest because their buyouts that they have on contract, if they want to make a change, are suffocating.
Wade, I'm guessing Mulkey says hi. I don't know Kiffin's off the top of my head, but I know how.
Well, I think immediately they have
$40 million roster.
I think they've got close to like $70 million they would owe in buyouts right now. So anyway, it's going to be difficult for them. So
okay.
I think they're just trying to create some demand. And listen, do you think the cost and the needs are going up or down moving forward? Well, we all know which direction they're headed.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, that is your last thing, your SEC update. College football coming to Yahoo. Still not enough to
I'm
get
not
you
a
to play?
fan.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, I understand that the way it works from a standpoint of they want the revenue, but
Yeah.
I think you're now putting these partners like Amazon and like Yahoo and all these streaming services, Netflix, all of them. They're in a position they don't have the investment, and the overhead, and all these things, and they've got all these other streams of revenue. They don't play on the same footing as Disney and ABC, that they've got a network of stations. So this is going to be interesting, not just with college football, the NFL, and all of them as they move forward. All right, that's your SEC update brought to you by Valley Urgent Dental. You know, dental emergencies don't wait, neither should you. At Valley Urgent Dental, they're here for you on the weekends when you need them the most, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that's come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are ready to help. So why wait till Monday? Call 479-235-5655. Do that now. Valley Urgent Dental, 5505 Upper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it most.
Gavin's in Fayetteville listening. He sat through a 2-hour timeshare presentation when he was 18 years old for a free spring break in Cabo. It was worth every second, and the guy that was selling it knew he weren't going to buy the package.
Yeah, that's the worst. You draw that as you're up, and now you know that you've got 2 hours to show them around the resort, and they're not going to buy a thing.
Nope, not a thing. All right, let's talk to Jim in Mountain Home. He's got some thoughts on Arkansas, Texas here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Jim, go ahead. You're on the morning rush. Well, Jim was on.
Yeah. Jim?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, Jim.
Thinking, what's the repercussions if the 40 people don't show up to that LSU? They lose their skybox, or what could be vindictive if they don't show up?
Well, they're invited. They're not requested. I mean, they're not going to set off any of those guys and gals mad because they know where their bread is buttered. I mean, those are big-time boosters, apparently the top 40 of them.
Okay. Here's my question, though. Would Arkansas and Texas ever want a legacy game? Would it benefit Arkansas greatly if they did?
What do you mean legacy game?
Where they have to play every year.
Well, they're 3-3. We are playing every year, except in football at least.
No, I mean in football specifically is what my question is. Would there any be? I think Arkansas would be for it. I wonder if Texas would put it as a legacy game once a year, guaranteed.
Well, when the SEC did the new scheduling, Texas, Missouri, and LSU were permanent opponents for the Razorbacks in football. Texas doesn't care about that game. It's sandwiched in between Georgia and A&M. They couldn't give two bleeps about Arkansas coming into Austin at the end of the year, nor any year
put out
for
the
that
B
matter.
team then. Put out the B team and we can beat you.
Listen, Arkansas has beaten Texas's A team in the past. I'm not predicting them to go to Darrell K. Royal and win that football game, but something's gone. Some years have gone right.
Yeah, I do remember some big time upsets in that rivalry.
A lot of good ones, Jim. Appreciate the call. Good segue to go to BJ in Ozark. What's up, BJ? BJ?
What? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, hey, man, I was there this morning, and y'all were, blabbing about this dream schedule. I even gave
Were you the guy in the Texas shirt?
Oh, yeah. I was
Then why
there.
didn't you come say, formally introduce yourself? What a weak move.
You're too busy giving me a raspberry, dude, because, I gave you a hook 'em horn.
I just gave you a return horns down. I didn't know that was you. I wondered in my mind. I wonder if that's BJ. Why didn't you stop? We'd have put a headset on you, man. That was a weak move. Why didn't you just identify yourself?
Didn't want to face the music, Brian.
Come on,
because, man, y'all were too busy talking, and I wasn't going to interrupt. And, so
you didn't sack up and come talk to us. That's what happened.
I'm just happy you showed your face. You didn't show your face last year when you owed me $100. You just got to communicate next time.
I was going to. I was kind of in a rush, but y'all were talking about here. Ty, I heard something you were talking about the now present Longhorn supporter Marcus Spears, which, his boy, the number one recruit for 26-27, 6'11", 240-pound power forward, that's now a Texas Longhorn. And it just goes to show Calipari can't take the top talent out of Texas. because it's 3 years in a row now.
Oh, my God.
Arkansas's tried, and they can't get the top sport out of Texas to come to Arkansas. Didn't get Ron Holland.
Yeah, he just went up to Detroit, Michigan, and picked out the SEC Player of the Year. Forgive him for picking out talent outside of a bordering state,
right.
Brian.
You will get beat in Moody Coliseum this year.
Okay, well, it'll get returned at Bud
You
Wells
will
because
get
y'all went
beat.
0-2 last year, Brian. Has
You'll get
Texas
beat.
beaten Arkansas in basketball since they joined the league? Have they beat them in
We just now have
baseball?
we just now have the best coach in the SEC.
Oh my
Sean
gosh.
Miller.
Sean Miller is
will be
regarded
the
best coach in
Sean
the
Miller
SEC.
is regarded as the guy that can't get over the hump. He couldn't do it in Tucson. What makes you think he's going to do it at Texas?
Really?
Where you
Look
had
at
a
his
guy in
team
Rick
as
Barnes
Xavier.
who couldn't get over the hump.
Wait, you're right. He couldn't do it, but Texas was closer to the Elite Eight last year than Arkansas.
Texas
We
was
missed it by a half a second while y'all were getting thumped in the Sweet 16.
Do you really
Remember
think
that?
you guys would have bested Arizona or come close to the Wildcats last year?
Well, just,
Difference in competition between playing, Gonzaga than Arizona? Come on, Brian.
yeah, well, look, who did you play to get to the Elite or to the Sweet 16? You
The
almost got
Darling.
beat by that nobody, holy, whatever it was.
Hawaii, High
That
Point.
little small school. Who was it?
High Point.
Yeah, I mean, really? You think they're better than Gonzaga?
We're talking about
I
you're
mean-
talking about the Sweet 16 matchups. I don't remember who y'all beat in the round of 32.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember either now because I'm not a basketball thing. I just think it's funny
He's not
that Marcus Spears,
He's-
Marcus Spears is at Arkansas. I mean, at Texas. Now you got me all confused.
Yeah.
Anyways, so, I mean, we're going to stump you in basketball and football both.
Well,
Okay.
I knew the biscuits at Hardee's were good. I didn't know they were intoxicating. So apparently whatever Brian had this morning was
He's making
intoxicating.
it's baby steps.
Yeah.
BJ's making baby steps.
Yeah.
Now, last year he didn't show his face. This year at least showed his face.
I'd have
Next
set him
year,
down and put a headset
I
on.
would have too.
We'd have welcomed you in.
We're not animals.
Yeah.
Gavin
Oh.
says BJ showed up knowing that he wasn't going to introduce himself and be a man. Dude is the definition of a keyboard warrior. He was in a rush because his mom.
Oh, he came by. I remember him because I thought in my head, a guy with a Texas shirt, he comes up and he gives me a hook 'em horns, and I didn't know who it was. I just gave him 2 horns down, and he never stopped walking. He came around the restaurant, went in, walked all the way around, went as far as, and then came by the table, walked quickly, and never even broke stride as he came by. I
Well-
remember it. It wasn't very long ago. An hour ago.
He was in a rush because his mama said he had to do his chores before he played video games. That's what Gavin said.
Oh.
That's a bummer. Josiah says he's annoying. He's getting better at the heel stuff. He's just got to come, if you're going to come in and come in, Tiger Bait's the all-timer. We don't care if you're a fan of another team. Craig and Deer's hilarious. He's a big-time Tennessee fan. Just come in educated. Don't come in and then oh, I don't remember that, or I don't remember this, or this guy's this. It's you parallel Sean Miller and John Calipari, it's not close. Now, is Cal the best coach in the SEC? There's a debate. I mean, I'll hear Nate Oates, I'll hear Todd Golden, but no one in their right mind has Sean Miller as a number 1 coach in the Southeastern Conference who has any credible basketball knowledge. But it's going to be nice having Texas good in basketball because that will be a fun rivalry once again. It's not fun when you kick their ass like you did with TB and the guys last year. It'll be I take that back. That's fun, but hopefully it'll be a little more competitive this year because I don't think it was last year. Colton, didn't they win in Austin too? Or am I making that up?
I think they did.
Okay. I think you went 2-0 against Texas last year.
Yeah. Well, it always interesting. Yeah, like you said, we're making progress with Brian. He's at least come inside the restaurant now.
Baby steps.
But
man.
and I had something in the back of my mind just made me wonder: is that Brian from Ozark? And again, because he kind of had that bleep-eating grin on his face as he walked by the table. I'm really disappointed because it could have made for some really great radio with him in person.
I bet Tiger Bait would have listened. If
Oh,
you're gonna,
100%.
Tiger Bait would have said, he would have had his LSU. He would have had the Intimidator shirt on, and he would have said, "Can I sit down with you guys?" So we said, "Absolutely."
He would have made his presence known as he walked in the door.
Tiger Bait.
Exactly. So, Because you know what? He's proud of he's proud of his team.
I think you know what I'm going to say.
I don't think because he's always. I don't think Brian in his heart is really a Texas fan.
No, he's a closet Razorback fan.
He's a Razorback fan who just likes to rage bait people.
Listen, I understand getting mad at the football program in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I completely get it, but that would never cause me to reject my allegiance to the University. I'm like a 5-time legacy ad, and I've only lived outside of the state 1 time or 1 year in my entire life. I still don't understand, like, the rationale. Like, if you grow up in Arkansas and go to school outside the state, I understand maybe having allegiances to both. But that's like pick any – that's like an Ohio State fan his entire life suddenly switching allegiance to Michigan. Just out of the blue, it's like couldn't take it anymore. And Ohio State hasn't been bad in football, but that just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, why Texas fans don't make sense. They're all crazy. Brian fits right in.
Well, hopefully they don't go to Austin and get drubbed because I don't want to have to hear him cow on for weeks and weeks when it comes to that. We mentioned the Hall of Honor earlier, which is going to happen the Friday before the Arkansas and Tulsa game. A lot of guys are going in big-time players.
They don't hand it off. Instead, they flip it to the big tight end. Touchdown to Jason Peters. That play is impossible to stop.
This is an awesome class. You've got Jason Peters. You've got Tony Bua. You've got Ronnie Brewer. You've got Brett Eibner. I didn't know who Bud Still was until you told me about him this morning. The late Dave England. I mean, this is a loaded Hall of Honor class that's going to be inducted the night before the Tulsa game.
Yeah, and should be fun. Like you mentioned earlier, you're in your 30s, mid-30s, starting to, get some guys that you remember watching. It's exciting, I know, for a lot of people of different ages to see these guys come into the Hall of Honor. It's always fun. They treat their families right. It's a nice moment that they recognize them on the field during the game. So that'll be a fun weekend. It should be a Razorback win as well.
Yeah, and it's nice to have – I mean, Ronnie still being on campus is great. You've got a guy, and I know that you've got oh, geez, Louise. Why am I blanking on the Cal's guard in 2016 who's an assistant on this team? Thank you. Tyler Eulis, who played for Cal Kentucky in 15 and 16. He's got the NBA experience. And then Ronnie, obviously, drafted as high as he was and playing the NBA for a number of years. To just have that on your campus and the different guys that Arkansas will have that will have NBA aspirations. Ronnie's been a huge asset and a huge ambassador for this university, and really happy for him getting another award, well-deserved.
Yeah, probably set himself up for a coaching job somewhere. If it's not at Arkansas, somewhere for as long as he wants to coach. Hey, we're brought to you by Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202 is their number. 870-431-5202 at Gaston's White River Resort. They have private cabins and lodges. They have a great restaurant that's got great weekend specials overlooking the White River. Even if you're not staying at Gaston's, come and enjoy the great food. All starts with a John Boat salad bar. They fly in specials every weekend, including seafood specials, fresh fish, and, of course, prime rib on Saturday nights as well. It's all at Gaston's. Call about private accommodations, guided fishing trips, and just the whole experience at Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time every time.
Arkansas's home for the best sports talk.
Guys, I commend you. You're working at it. Good job. Thank you very much.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Don't hand it off. Instead, they flip it to the big tight end. Touchdown to Jason Peters. That play is impossible to stop.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, the paint store, Van Buren.
This spring, you're organizing closets, decluttering drawers, and maybe even scrubbing places no one will ever look. But here's a thought. Why not declutter your internet, too? If your shows keep buffering, your games lag, or your video calls freeze, that's digital clutter, and you don't have to live with it. Switch to Wave Rural Connect Fiber for fast, reliable internet that keeps your home running clean and clear all season long. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
Ace has always been the helpful place, and now we're even more helpful by offering instant savings to Ace Rewards members. Not a member? Just sign up at Metters Lumber Ace Hardware to start saving right at the register. Right now, you can get $80 off DeWalt Atomic 20-volt brushless impact and driver kits, or $50 off select Ego outdoor power equipment after instant savings with your Ace Rewards card. Ace, the helpful place. Must be an Ace Rewards member to receive instant savings. Available through the end of the month. See participating stores for details.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at goforsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at goforsgren.com.
When I'm in the mood for something sweet and hot, do I wait hoping my husband walks in dressed in tight tennis shorts and a dozen roses? No. I hit Hardee's for the new made-from-scratch hot honey biscuit. That crispy chicken, that hot honey, and that sweet prize. Just $3.99 for a limited time. Or that hand-breaded hot honey chicken sandwich with crispy bacon and melted Swiss on a brioche bun. Hardee's new hot honey menu. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Not valid for use within a combo or in combination with any other offer or discount.
The Crane Automotive Team has 16 locations across Arkansas and is home to the Crane Commitment. You'll find Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and access to thousands of pre-owned vehicles. Vehicles for every lifestyle and every budget. Even if you're not in the market for a vehicle, the Crane Team service centers offer the latest in vehicle diagnostic technology and certified technicians to take care of your vehicle and get you back on the road. Check them out at craneteam.com. The Ruskin and Zach studios are driven by the Crane Automotive Team.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
All right, final segment of the show this morning. MLB Draft this weekend. Cam Kojal, Ryder Helfrich, Hunter Dietz, Gackle, Carson Wiggins, and others going to hopefully go off the board the next few days. We'd expect to see Ryder go off first. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow. Maybe he sneaks inside the top 10. Good notes. Shout out to Oliver Gray for getting these organized, who's the communications director for Arkansas Baseball. Since 2018, no one has had more draft selections than Arkansas Baseball. I also think they have the same amount of wins, the highest win total in that period as well.
Well, it will be fun watching the draft, and it just reconfirms the process. You wish it would equal a title. You wish you could run the table in Omaha. I understand all that, but it means the foundation you're built on solid when you continue to produce draft picks, and that the Major League Baseball process, if you will, trust Dave Van Horn and what he puts out. They know the product he puts out is good.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can take from all of that.
They I listened Colton, I don't know if you caught this, listen to Hunter talk with Bo on the Hog Pod. Hunter already called back in Omaha next year. He's talking about how they've got some stuff together and basically called his shot like Pat Riley did after they won it all.
Yeah.
In '87, it's like, yeah, we're going to be back next year. We're going to do it again. Well, Hunter called his shot this year for the baseball
I have
team.
no problem with that. And
I don't either. I kind of liked it, to be honest.
Dave Van Horn may not like it as much, but I have no problem with that. You know, sometimes you got to write it into reality, or you got to voice it, you speak it into existence. You know, as they say. I mean, you gotta visualize your goals. So I have no problem with trying to make it become real.
Gary in Arkadelphia texting in said BJ is a bum and a weak joke. I came to Hardee's after a Hawk game to meet you and Derek. Shame on BJ.
And you know what? And I still remember him coming to the Hardee's on MLK in Fayetteville. The building doesn't exist anymore, but and it was truly one of the highlights and honors of doing the show is getting to meet someone that's out there that we talk to that feels like family. A lot of times when you talk to them, you're part of their lives, they're part of yours. Brian's part of the Morning Rush family. He is. So, hopefully next time he'll sit down and have a conversation like a man.
Doug's listening in Fort Smith this morning. He wants to talk a little Tulsa against Arkansas. Doug, go ahead. You were on the Morning Rush here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline.
Morning, guys. No, I think Tulsa's one of those sleepers. I played football there years ago, but they picked up some speed. So they kind of remind me of some of those Memphis teams, and they got an experienced quarterback back. So they better not sleep on them too much. They're not a cupcake anymore.
Well, Arkansas can't sleep on anybody. I mean, that's the reality. And I don't care who it is. But be playing Fayetteville High, they need to strap it up.
I've got season tickets to Tulsa. So.
Are you a fan of Trey Lamb, Doug? You like their new head coach?
What now? Oh, I like
him. You a fan of Trey Lamb?
Yes, sir.
My brother-in-law plays golf, or he plays golf at the same club he does, and he was telling me about it, and I was like, well, hopefully, because that's kind of like you're saying, we're not in a position, talking about the Razorback football team, to take anyone lightly, outside of maybe North Alabama. You're going to be favored in 2 games this fall, North Alabama and Tulsa, and that's probably it. Is that fair?
Yeah.
You'd be fair in any other
we're
game
the
this fall,
underdogs,
Tommy?
but I think they picked up a lot of speed in the portal.
Well, hopefully Arkansas did too. Doug, are you going to be wearing Razorback, Tulsa gear, or both at the end of
probably
September?
a Razorback shirt and a Tulsa hat.
Okay.
There you go.
My buddy played baseball at Oral Roberts, and he's done that before at Razorback ORU games. So
hey, nothing wrong with rooting for your alma mater, even when they play your favorite team.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Doug, appreciate you calling in this morning. Enjoy that game, okay?
All right, sir. See you, bud.
All right. See you, brother.
It's kind of like when you got kids on opposing teams. It's okay to root for both of them.
Well, it's like
even if one was Texas.
Remember the Harbaughs played each other in the Super Bowl, and Mom was rooting like in Ravens gear, and Dad was in Niners gear.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that setup. You're kind of splitting it. I know kids are a little different than college teams, but it is a little bit of allegiances that are stretched a little bit.
So, all right, you got a few minutes left to get the $1.49 sausage biscuits. They are switching over to lunch here. And starting next week, your chance to qualify for the football trip of a lifetime at Hardee's. Starting out here at Phoenix Avenue, and we'll be making the tour, making the rounds. And we're going to be doing some different day times, different day parts, if you will, different time slots. We'll have some lunch, but we're going to have some afternoon time slots as well for you to get by and try and register. So we're trying to, that's some of the feedback we got from you guys out there. Y'all wanted something other than lunchtime, so we're going to try that this year. So we'll be telling you more and watch our social media pages as we move along.
Mentioned this a little earlier. We are not too far from the new Jalen Williams. Is it Court? Or is
I think
it
that's
Road?
the Court.
I think it's Court.
Yep.
Which is like
they're renaming a street Jalen Williams Court. There's another one. I don't know if it's Isaiah Joe Lane or what it is, but yeah.
So congratulations to Jalen. That whole street ceremony was last night. Excited for him, his family. Northside Grizzly, Arkansas Razorback, maybe the best smile in college basketball.
So don't go get a speeding ticket on Jalen Williams Court. So.
Well, it would be cool to frame that ticket or whatever if you actually got on that. But hey, there's kids around. It's school zone. Got to be safe.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at Hardee's, 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. Like Tommy said, 7 minutes left for the $1.49 sausage biscuits. We've got the first official qualifier next week. 21st football triple lifetime going back to Vegas. I forget. It's the game's in October, right? I don't
October,
have the sheet with
like
me.
4th or something. Yeah, it's an October game. Yes.
Yeah, and so that's the setup. Chiefs and Raiders, which we're doing this season. Last year was really successful, so we're doing it again. All right, coming up, halftime. Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, Matt Jones. They take you for the next 3 hours, followed by Ruskin and Zach. So for Tommy and Colton, I'm Ty. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're back Monday morning, 9 a.m.
Looking for a fence that's